करना और उसे एक सामूहिक जिम्मेदारी बनाना एक स्वस्थ भारत की दिशा में ये कैसे योगदान दे सकता है?
देखिए, हर व्यक्ति को शौचालय आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने पूरे देश के नागरिकों को प्रदान किया। गरीब अमीर सभी लोग अब शौचालय में जाते हैं। शौचालय न होने के कारण खुले में शौच करते थे, गंदगी में मक्खियां बैठती थी। उन मक्खियों के माध्यम से जो जहरीले विषाणु थे वो खाने में आते थे, जिससे बीमारी पनपती थी, लोगों को हैजा होता था, अन्य बीमारियां होती थी। हमें उससे निजात मिली है। और जहां तक स्वच्छता की बात है, स्वच्छ शौचालय रखना है। जब हमारा शौचालय स्वच्छ होगा तो हमारे परिवार में, हमारे परिवार के अन्य सदस्यों के पास गंदगी नहीं पहुंचने पाएगी, जहरीले विषाणु नहीं पहुंचने पाएंगे, जिससे हम स्वस्थ रह पाएंगे। हम सबको हार्पिक और नेटवर्क 18 के इस मुहिम के साथ जुड़ना चाहिए और अपने अपने घरों में सभी शौचालयों को सफाई विशेष रूप से रखनी चाहिए। और जो सामुदायिक शौचालय हैं उन पर भी हमें ध्यान देना चाहिए। जो जिम्मेदार लोग हैं सभी सामुदायिक शौचालयों को अपने घर की शौचालय की तरह स्वच्छता मिशन में साफ रखें, जिससे हमारा पूरा परिवार, हमारा समाज स्वस्थ रह सके। हेल्दी हम जब साफ रखें टॉयलेट हरदम, ये नारा है आपका। मैं इस नारे को बहुत बहुत सम्मान करता हूं, शुभकामनाएं देता हूं और मैं भरोसा दिलाता हूं नेटवर्क 18 को कि हमारी पूरी सरकार स्वच्छता मिशन के तहत काम करते हुए लोगों को स्वच्छ पानी और इसके साथ साथ जो सफाई है उसका विशेष ध्यान रखते हुए लगातार अभियान चलाएगी और हम आपके नारे के साथ हमेशा रहेंगे।
काजल के पास जाने से पहले मैं डॉक्टर सुरभि के पास इसलिए जाऊंगा क्योंकि आप एक ऐसा प्रयास कर रही हैं बहुत से लोगों के साथ जिसकी वजह से ये सैनिटेशन और हेल्थ का लिंक जो है शायद लोगों को ज़्यादा अच्छी तरह से पता चले। तो इस प्रयास, ये जो कोशिश है, व्हाट इंस्पायर्ड यू टू डू दिस?
एक्चुअली बहुत सारे रीज़न हैं कि एक तो बीइंग अ फीमेल आपको समझ में आते हैं, आप समझ पाते हो कि प्रॉब्लम्स क्या हैं, और सॉल्यूशन बीइंग अ डॉक्टर आप थोड़ा सा सॉल्यूशन बेस्ड या उससे होने वाली जो प्रॉब्लम है उससे फर्दर जो उसके आप मैं कहूँ कि फ्यूचर में जो उससे परेशानियां हो सकती हैं वो भी समझ पाते हो। तो वहाँ ये प्रॉब्लम समझ में आई कि अवेयरनेस जो है सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है किसी भी चीज़ को ठीक करने के लिए। पहले प्रॉब्लम आइडेंटिफाई करें, वो लोग कि प्रॉब्लम कहाँ है और इससे ये नहीं करेंगे तो इससे होगा क्या।
पहला स्टेप अवेयरनेस। ऑन अवेयरनेस, काजल, यू आर इन अ फील्ड वेयर एवरीबडी इज कॉन्शियस अबाउट कि हेल्दी रहना है, फिट रहना है, और वो हेल्दी रहने को सिर्फ आउटवर्ड जो दिखता है वो बॉडी फिट दिखने वाली तक ही मानते हैं ज़्यादातर लोग, लेकिन सैनिटेशन से उसका कितना डायरेक्ट रिलेशन है, ये अवेयरनेस कैसे आएगी?
आई थिंक सैनिटेशन बहुत ज़रूरी है हमारे लिए। लाइक यू सेड,
the clean toilets can lead to a better, I mean, your better health.
Absolutely. And cleanliness is next to godliness. Our very own dear Mahatma Gandhi says this. And I think that this couldn't be truer because it's just so important to prevent diseases. It's very important to have clean. And in my line of work, I travel so much that it's just very scary to walk into a place and not be sure whether I can use the restroom, you know. And this is not just in certain areas of our country, but majority.
आपने कभी ऐसा फेस किया, ऐसा प्रॉब्लम?
बिल्कुल, बहुत ज़्यादा, बहुत ज़्यादा, जहाँ पे I wanted to control myself because I did not want to use the bathroom, you know. So ऐसी चीज़ें तो बहुत हुई हैं, and like doctor said that it begins with awareness. It's very important, and I'm so happy that Network 18 is conducting this and is associated with this because this is really the need of the hour, need of the day, and so important to all of us.
तो ये जो अवेयरनेस की जैसे आपने बात की और काजल भी कह रही है, अब इसको एग्जीक्यूट कैसे करें? क्लीन टॉयलेट्स अवेलेबल हों, एक्सेसिबल हों।
जब मैं स्कूल में जो आपने अवेयरनेस का बोला था, तो ये पॉइंट में हमेशा लड़कियों के दिमाग में जो स्कूल में हम अवेयरनेस करते हैं कि अगर आप अपने लिए साफ टॉयलेट चाहते हो तो पीछे मुड़ के देखो कि आपने दूसरों के लिए कैसा छोड़ा है। तो जब तक इस पॉइंट को आप दिमाग में नहीं रखोगे तो आपको भी नहीं मिलने वाला।
वो बिहेवियरल चेंज की जो बात कर रहे हैं।
So to me, most important thing is basically the toilet etiquettes. You have curriculums on science, maths, literature, art, philosophy, and everything. We have all grown up in India, and if you see a curriculum on right toileting, this is a big miss.
I agree.
Ranging, it's not just having a clean toilet. Understanding from the from the science point of view, a toilet is not clean जो कि visibly आपको clean दिखता है. हो सकता है कि उसमें still germs हो. Keeping it more cleaner, using the right kind of material to keep it clean. Second thing is, if you have the dustbins in the loo, so making sure, the menstrual pads and other things are actually put there nicely. Third thing is also, you go to the boys' schools, you go to the girls' schools. Are the toilets safe? How safe the toilets are? That's also a very big question which needs...
By safe, exactly what do you mean?
Yeah, safer toilets for boys and girls mean there's a proper distance between the toilets, especially the urinals for the boys. And are the walls, big enough, high enough for the girls? And is there a proper ventilation? Children are growing up. They need to be educated on these subjects too. और vocabulary तो है ही नहीं कहीं पे भी, तो वो vocabulary build करना भी जरूरी है, toilet etiquettes build करना भी जरूरी है. First thing is asking the questions, right? Asking the right questions solve your 90% of the things. तो वो questions rightly पूछना जरूरी है. इसीलिए ये जो मिशन स्वच्छता और पानी जो हम नेटवर्क 18 के साथ में कर रहे हैं, I believe डॉक्टर साहब आपकी आवाज, खजल आपकी आवाज, youth will be actually engaged in this. They will be taking the pledges. They
Conversation start to ho, kam se kam.
Exactly. So with our programs alone, we reached to around 24 million school kids across India. We have started it recently. And you will be hearing soon about the kind of work what we are putting together with the Sesame Street, with Raya, Chunky and the Muppets. And we are bringing, the Muppets at the center to communicate with the kids on the behavior changes, what needs to be there. It's very difficult to change the norms. And norms in urban, in the rural, in the tribal, and the peri-urban are very different. But what is important and interesting is we can change the behaviors. And we are seeing a rapid shift in the knowledge, attitude, behavior, and practice. So if the knowledge, right knowledge is there, it will translate into changing into the practice. You'll find more cleaner boys in the girls' toilet. You will find, boys and girls appreciating the value of the cleaner toilets. They'll be able to make the link clearer between their hygiene, health, and sanitation.
You're a mother. वो कहते हैं बच्चों को बता के कुछ नहीं किया जा सकता.
Monkey see, monkey do.
हाँ. So you have to show it and then they do it. ये कैसे समझाएंगे आप अगर आपको अपने बच्चों को समझाना हो?
After being a mum, I was always very careful about hygiene. It's always been of prime importance to me. But after having a baby of my own, I just make sure that everyone around washes their hands properly. Everything is sanitized. Things are cleaned again and again. My baby's at the stage where he's now crawling and putting things in his mouth. So I tried my level best to make sure that the grounds are clean, there's less contamination, objects...
Not just visibly clean.
No, not just visibly clean, even otherwise, very clean. Using products which can help us keep our homes clean. Whichever strata of society you belong to, it does not really matter what means are available to you, but you can keep your surroundings clean and hygienic. And when it comes to my home and my child, I just hope that my child picks it up and learns from the examples around him.
Strata of society की आपने बात की और आप जिस strata में काम कर रही हैं वहाँ पर कैसे ये डेमोन्स्ट्रेट किया जाता है क्योंकि उनके पिछली जनरेशन ने वो उस तरह से जिया नहीं है अपने आप को, तो वो बच्चे कैसे सीख रहे हैं?
सर जैसे ही सर ने बोला ना, ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट ये 3 पॉइंट हैं जो मैं भी हमेशा फॉलो करती हूँ. चेंज इन एटीट्यूड की पहले इस पॉजिटिविटी के साथ आए कि जो हम बात कर रहे हैं वो आपके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो वो जो नेगेटिव कि हम इस पे बात ही क्यों करें, वो गंदा साफ लोग सुनना भी नहीं चाहते हैं, तो उस पॉजिटिविटी को लेकर आना. सेकेंड नॉलेज से एम्पावर करना, फिर चेंज इन प्रैक्टिसेस, वो करें प्रैक्टिसेस को चेंज. तो जैसे आपने बिल्कुल सही बोला, लोगों को वोकैबुलरी भी नहीं पता, तो हम उनको एक हेल्दी हैबिट्स देते हैं. जैसे हम पहली बार उनको एक 5P पाउच देते हैं, एक छोटा सा पाउच हम अपनी तरफ से देते हैं, विच कैरीज एक पैड, एक पैंटी, क्लीन पैड, एंड उसके बाद एक पेपर, रफ पेपर, एक पेपर बैग और एक पेपर सोप. तो हम उनको बोलते हैं कि अब आपको पीरियड्स आएंगे तो आपको घर नहीं जाना है, आपको सीधे टॉयलेट जाना है और आराम से पाउच लेके जाइए. आपकी पैंटी स्टेन हो गई है, आप पैंटी चेंज कीजिए, अपने पेपर बैग में रख के घर ले जाइए, वहाँ जाके वॉश कर लीजिए. आपको पैड चेंज करना है तो आप अपना पैड पेपर में रैप करिए, डस्टबिन में डालिए, नया पैड लगा लीजिए और बाद में अपने हैंड वॉश या पेपर सोप ड्राई रख के आप उसको. तो ये छोटा सा 5 आइटम्स देने से हम उनको एक हेल्दी हैबिट्स डालते हैं. अब वो भूलेंगे नहीं, एक बार उन्होंने वो यूज़ कर लिया ना तो वो उनको हमेशा याद रहेगा कि इसको रिफिल करना है, कि अपने काम नहीं आया फ्रेंड के काम आया. तो ये छोटी सी हैबिट ना पहले धीरे से डालते हैं उनके अंदर और उनको रियलाइज़ कराते हैं कि इस छोटी सी हैबिट्स आपकी लाइफ में कितने बड़े चेंजेस हो रहे हैं. तो इससे हमारी अटेंडेंस वाला जो सर ने बोला ना, सिक डेज को हम काफ़ी हद तक कम कर पा रहे हैं.
और जो काजल ने बात की, एज अ चाइल्ड शी सेड कि एज अ चाइल्ड इज अभी क्रॉलिंग एज में है, जो अंडर 5 किड्स के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा इशू इस कंट्री में डायरिया का है
जी।
उसके लिए क्या करने की ज़रूरत है? आपके इनिशिएटिव्स कैसे हेल्प कर रहे हैं?
Thank you so much for asking me this question. And I really want to thank government of Uttar Pradesh, Pathak ji and Anandiben Patel madam. I went to them and I spoke to them about India's situation and Uttar Pradesh's situation on the under 5 diarrhea management. Both were very kind and they consented to launch the program with us. It's called the Diarrhea Net Zero program. The aim of the program is to save 100,000 kids' life. If you see worldwide, there are 3 countries which have the highest number of diarrhea cases. One is a neighboring country, Pakistan, second is Nigeria, and third is India. We are economically progressing, we are fundamentally changing, we are progressing in every way possible. It's very important, we don't have the lumpen development, and we develop also in terms of the health parameters of the kids. So this intervention reaches out to the kids under 5 in Uttar Pradesh in 13 districts. And this year, this intervention is going to reach to 26 districts in Uttar Pradesh.
So it's the next stage now?
Yes. And we started this whole intervention as an impact bond. We scaled it up from 1 district to 2, from 2 to 13, now 13 to 26. You will be witnessing it soon. And
what exactly is this intervention?
Yes. So this whole intervention is basically working on 7 pillars. The first pillar is basically the breastfeeding, which is exclusive breastfeeding for the kids under 5. Second intervention is the ORS, which is the oral rehydration solution, which should be WHO approved. Low osmolarity ORS needs to be given to the kids so that they don't die of dehydration. Third is making sure the zinc is available, the 14-day zinc treatment for the kids. Fourth is safe drinking water is available. Telling the population groups about boiling, filtering the water in a way so that the water is not contaminated. Even telling them like why you need a long stem handle in the villages to take out the water rather than putting the hand inside and taking the water. Yeah. Then the next step is basically making sure the safe, clean drink, the toilets are available. Last but not the least, the rotavirus vaccination, which is a national program of Government of India. By putting all these strategies together, this is a part of the WHO 7-point plan, making sure everything is in tandem and we are able to put, right kind of people on this task and making sure we are able to save the lives. There is a whole strategy of prevent, promote and treat. So we are working on the overall programming where you have the prevention messages, you have promotion of good health messages. Along with that, you have the treatment also, which government also focuses a lot, which is the rotavirus vaccination. So this is the whole program.
And how's Reckitt building a healthier India by sanitation?
Very interestingly, so we reach out to around 24 million school kids through our interventions.
School kids?
School kids. That's one pillar. Second pillar is we work with the World Toilet Colleges. We had the first World Toilet College, which we started with Swami Chidanand Saraswati ji and Rishikesh in Parmarth Ashram under the flagship program of Global Interfaith Wash Alliance and Reckitt. From there, we took our program to Maharashtra. Fadnavis ji was, really appreciative of our work, and he said, like, you should also put a toilet college in Maharashtra. We made the second one in Aurangabad in Maharashtra. After that, there was no looking back. Last year, we actually reached to Leh also, and we have now 15 World Toilet Colleges across India, where we have already trained 75,000 plus sanitation workers, 50% being women sanitation workers, and personal disposable incomes of the sanitation workers trained in the World Toilet Colleges has become 2x. And they are no more in the business of touching the human excreta by hand. We are training them on various aspects. I'm very proudly telling you this thing, like a lot of private sector companies, even our competitors, public sector companies, and corporations. There's a mixed bag of everyone, and the placement rates are around 99% plus. And we are, announcing this year, on this show, it's a good opportunity for me. We are doubling our impact by reaching out to 100,000 sanitation workers more this year by the virtue of our 15 World Toilet Colleges.
Great.
Along with that, we're also starting an all-women World Toilet College. You'll be hearing soon, and we are going to announce it together.
All-women World Toilet College.
All-women World Toilet College, where you will be having only women sanitation workers. and we're trying to open it through the NFTs, which is the non-fungible tokens, raising the money for them and making sure they're a part and parcel of the new India, the growing India, where they are also financially independent. Also, there's a very small nugget I want to just share, first time in Patiala, there's a World Toilet College in Patiala also, Harpic World Toilet College. 100 kids of the sanitation workers, they got admission in the schools, public and private. Always there was a resistance to give them the admissions in the schools because they are still considered untouchable to some extent. Yes. The team there, Rashid is there, Virender is there. I must put on record, like these guys have moved extra mile and they made sure kids get the admission, because always there is there's a vicious circle of poverty. There is a vicious circle of actually taking the people out of this whole gamut of things and making sure if the kid is educated, and proudly 80% plus are girls. And if you educate a girl, you're educating a family. And that's the first team of ours from the 15 World Toilet Colleges which have moved quantum leap, and they made sure like the girls get the admission in the schools. And this is the first generation actually who is going to the schools now.
Jack, you've been instrumental in the establishment of World Toilet College in India by Harpic, which works for the upliftment and dignity of sanitation workers. How do you see WTC's growth over the years?
I'm very proud of our partnership with Harpic, with Racket, and because especially with the leadership of Ravi Bhatnagar, who is running it as our partner. You see, with World Toilet College, you can train skilled professional workers, and then we can develop these skills that give them permanent job that is demanded by the hospital, by the shopping center, by the office building, and all these people who used to be either jobless or casual worker, they start to become professionally employed, respected, because they know how to do their job well, with pride. When we teach people to be toilet cleaners, we also teach them that they are as important as doctors, because the doctor cures a person when he becomes sick. The sanitation worker prevents the person from being sick.
And what advice would you give today from this mission, Swachhata Aur Paani platform, to people who want to bring a change in the world and spread this message of clean toilets and healthy nation?
Today is World Health Day. And how do you make 1.4 billion people healthy? The cheapest way is to prevent them from being sick. And the best way to prevent them is hygiene and proper sanitation. So start doing proper sanitation and go up the technology ladder. Prevent people from being sick is the cheapest medicine in the world is the toilet.
लेकिन ये सब इस वर्ल्ड हेल्थ डे पर काजल बहुत लोगों ने आपसे फिटनेस मंत्र पूछे होंगे. हाइजीन मंत्र अगर आपको देना हो to your audience, to your fans.
Start very young. Start training your children very young. My baby's 11 months and is already sitting on a potty seat, already washing his hands and learning the whole drill, learning the steps. So monkey see, monkey do is very relevant. Children will observe and learn from parents first. They will learn at home first. So the way we all keep our homes clean, it's very important to keep our surroundings clean and consequently the rest of our country clean.
Doctor, आपकी नज़र में कौन सा सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट मैसेज है आज के दिन के लिए?
मैं अगर कहना चाहूँगी कि सबसे पहले कि इसको इंटरनलाइज करें कि किसी और के लिए नहीं होना है, खुद के लिए होना है.
And finally, Ravi, your message on World Health Day?
So, for me, nation comes first. And if this nation should be a healthier nation, happier nation. And that's only possible जब हम toilet हरदम रखें clean. Because there is a strong linkage between the साफ toilets और आपकी health. धन्यवाद. Thank you.
तो मुद्दे की बात यह है कि healthy हम जब साफ रखें toilet हरदम. Thank you so much, Dr. Surabhi, Kajal.